Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is going to be episode 8 of season 1. It's called Midlife Chrysalis. Alright, so based on the title of this episode, you can probably guess what it's going to be like. And so the person having the midlife crisis is going to be Dr. Venture. And I find it kind of funny myself, just that when we started watching this show, right, we were in our mid-20s.
Yeah.
And now we're in our mid-40s, and Dr. Venture's having this midlife crisis, and he says he's 43, which is younger than us
Yeah,
now.
that's true. He's rough 43.
Yeah, I mean, when we, 20 years ago when we were watching this show, of course, I'm not sure how old I thought he was. Like 50, maybe.
Yep.
Because, part of the whole joke is that he's hasn't taken care of himself, right? And he's just this kind of scrawny, weakling guy with, I guess he's got kind of a little pot belly, but he's always come across older, I think.
Yeah.
But this episode begins with Brock Sampson. We find out that his OSI his OSI ID card has expired 6 months ago.
Yes.
And when they show it, one of the main things that you see is it says license to kill. And so now that it's expired, technically he can't just go around killing left and right. And so this throws him into his own crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't really think of him as being a psychotic or anything, but he's got this pent up aggression that he can't unleash, right? Yep. So we see that Dr. Venture, he gets in, he has his midlife crisis. He buys what it looks like a Camaro or something like that, where he dresses up in really bad 70s clothing, and he goes out for a night on the town with Brock, and they end up going to just some really sleazy strip club
Bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
And at this strip club,
side of the road.
The bartender, who's actually kind of a beefy guy, he's just making fun of Brock left and right, and Brock's like, wants to kill him.
A bud for Captain Mullethead. How about you, Professor?
Although I don't know why Brock couldn't just beat him up. He doesn't need his license to do that.
Brock can't just beat someone up. He has to kill them.
And he ends up deserting Dr. Venture at the strip club, basically. And that's when we see there's a woman there who's calling Dr. Venture over, and it turns out to be Dr. Girlfriend, who's the Monarch's girlfriend, and she's in kind of a disguise, right? Not much of a disguise, but a disguise.
He took the bait. Excellent. It's all going according to plan. Proceed with phase 2, Dr. Girlfriend. Ensnarement.
And the Monarch is listening in, basically, through comms. Actually, he's watching, right?
Yeah, Dr. Girlfriend must be wearing a camera or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Something. And it gets really bizarre or weird in that she takes Dr. Venture to a hotel. No, sorry. They go back to his place, the compound, to his room, and they're making out. And the Monarch's really into it.
Really into it.
Which seems kind of weird now if you take the whole series into consideration. Because, the Monarch considers Dr. Venture to be his mortal nemesis, and
yes,
so to be, and he's, I'd say he's protective of Dr. Girlfriend, right, who later becomes his wife.
Yeah.
So to put her in this situation, to be with, and to be being aroused by it is weird.
No, he's so aroused, like he's about to start masturbating, and then one of his henchmen walks in, and he has to hide behind one of his wings.
What are you doing?
I was getting juice. I'm thirsty.
But before that can happen, Dr. Girlfriend injects Dr. Venture with some serum, green ooze serum.
And he's totally like, when she does it, he's like, "Oh, you're a dirty girl or something," and then he gets knocked out.
Right. So when Dr. Venture wakes up later, he's got this disgusting growth on his face.
This big tumor.
They're calling a hickey or whatever.
Right.
But he pursues Dr. Girlfriend, who he's calling Charlene, and he meets up with her again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he goes to meet up with her again, but nothing happens, as Dr. Girlfriend later tells the Monarch. And Dr. Venture eventually wakes up, and he's, aside from his face, he's turned into this giant caterpillar.
Yes.
Holy crap, what happened?
Apparently, this is the reward I get for years of screwing with super science.
And he's got his glasses taped onto his... I don't know
sides
how
of
he
his
did that.
head. Yeah.
He got it taped
Maybe
onto his
before he
face.
lost his arms or something. I don't know.
So he's got to figure out how to cure himself or kill himself. Actually, he has
true.
Helper aiming a shotgun at his face, and he's like, "Do it."
At first he's like, Helper, you got to be my arms, and Helper's just a waste. Like he starts eating acids, and it's just terrible. Then he's like, "Yeah, just end me," but Helper won't do it, and so he starts cocooning himself,
Right.
hanging from the ceiling. And
So he starts the transformation process. But before we see what's going to happen, Dr. Girlfriend comes back because she feels sorry for him, and she actually gives him the antidote.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, when the chrysalis opens, he just plops out and he's back to normal. And then in the meantime, we see Brock. He basically
the B story.
There's a training montage where the boys are helping him like get prepared to renew his license
For this big test he has to do.
And he goes in and he takes it, and he basically, it's not exactly like it's not like he's trying to fail on purpose, or he can't do anything other than be himself.
Which is
So
a psychotic
He
monster,
won't use
rage
a gun.
monster. Yeah.
He'll only use his knife on the range, and if instead of taking the test, he draws Icarus. Right?
He draws Icarus from a Led Zeppelin album cover.
So it's like, it's like something that would have he did decades ago when he was buddy with everyone, and they didn't care about that sort of thing. So
Right.
he just does it. But it happens, the test giver is the grandson or son of a famous general.
Son of a famous general who he'd saved his life.
My father is General Traister. You saved his life. The man spoke of you as a god. And you did not disappoint.
Brock had babysat this guy that's testing him 20 years ago.
So he's just like, okay, you pass. That was awesome. You pass. So he gets his license back, and he goes back to the strip club. Yeah. And he grabs the bartender, and I don't know. Is he really going to kill him or just beat him up? I don't know. I think he's going to beat him up, but
he shows him the license to kill card, and it's not expired anymore.
Is James Bond the only fictional character with the license to kill?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I'd ever seen that anywhere else.
But it's like even in that context, Vaughn just can't kill anyone, right? I mean, he can't,
Yeah, of course.
he can't
He can't walk
assassinate
down
the
street.
queen.
No.
He has the
He has a
license to kill
license to kill
henchmen.
Bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That the U.S. military, tells him to. He can't just kill the bartender for making fun of his mullet.
How would you rate this episode?
Well, I like the previous episode more.
Yeah.
I liked the B story, Brock's crisis, which is really kind of a midlife crisis as well, considering I guess he's been working since the 60s. But he looks great.
You mentioned during that montage, the training montage, you mentioned how bad the music was that they used.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
I think they got someone to really
Yeah.
do a pretend 80s montage song, but I don't think they really nailed it. So they just put the lyrics I could not understand any of the lyrics. It sounded like "Go for it," something.
It was
something.
generic,
But yes, it was generic. I think it was so bad generic that they just brought the levels down.
I feel like they didn't want to pay to say license Eye of the Tiger or something, right?
Of course, no.
So they just slapped together this song, but it wasn't. Yeah, they don't think they spent a lot of time on it,
right?
So
it may have just when one of the creators did it as a joke, and then it's really not that good.
So it could have been better.
But
wait.
The other thing I want to talk about is what was the Monarch's plan? To turn Dr. Venture into an actual monarch?
Yeah, I guess he was going to be a butterfly with a human face, essentially.
I guess. But up until this point, we haven't seen the monarch outside of his costume. So the first time I watched it, I thought he literally did have wings and he was not human. But we later do find out that he ran away from home as a kid and lived with monarchs or something and started loving monarchs. But
we saw that flashback.
We've already seen that?
Yeah, we saw that flashback. I don't remember which episode.
All right. Yeah, so turn his nemesis into an actual monarch?
I guess well, I guess it's part of his job as the Arch to always be scheming. But it's he wouldn't want to kill Dr. Venture because then he has no one else. That's his main guy, right? That's his Arch. His Arch is Dr. Venture. So
has he ever actually tried to kill Dr. Venture?
I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Because there's so much crazy stuff happens in the series.
I mean, and Brock has killed many henchmen.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd want to kill at least Brock.
So, I don't think you mentioned the number. How would you rate it?
Oh, no, I haven't yet. So lower than the previous. But I gave the last one 7.5. I'm going to give this one a 6.
Yeah, I also give it a 6.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't among the best that we've seen, but it wasn't among the worst either. I think
that's true.
It fell in between. All right, that was episode 8. Thanks for watching. See you next time.